we're making progress, but in several different directions.
Yes. The toggle is real because before getting the cargo van, I was sold on building. When we got the cargo van, I was questioning it and watched a lot more videos on the build stuff specifically, not just like time lapses of magical vans being built. And I was immediately in the opposite direction, sold on having someone convert it for us.
Yeah.
I'm just not so sure what's best. And I don't know who finances or how, and if that's worth it or if it's worth us trying our hand at it. So. So we have sent our energy in two directions, and we're kind of torn as to whether we want to build it ourselves or pay someone else to build. And there are pros and cons to both of those. A lot of people would say,
"You silly gooses, of course you should build it yourselves."
But also anyone who knows how intense that is will also be like,
"You silly gooses, you should pay someone else to do it."
But it keeps going back and forth because it's so expensive to have someone else convert for you. And it's also very time and labor intensive to do it yourself, and you have to have the right place to do that. And resources. And resources meaning tools, but also skills. And we don't have those. Designing our layout, regardless of who does it, is tricky and was the first step, which we have decided on. So that's good.
Yeah. So today we sent out an email to a van build company that we really like the work of.
The Dream Van Build Company.
The Dream.
Which we're starting at the top, which is scary, but
Yeah.
but they do amazing work, and they don't have to do everything. They can do like the majority to get us on the road.
We also sent out a Facebook blast asking if anybody in the area that we know might have space for us to build, because that's the one thing that we're truly lacking for this right now.
Yeah. So I mean, if we can get our Dream Conversion Company to build for us, that's ideal if they can finance and work with us and the timeline is right. But also, we might end up building it ourselves. And if that happens, we need to start sooner than later as well, because we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah. But our feelers are out there, and we started reaching out.
Shower. Like a big shower.
Yeah.
But like the pros to having a professional company build it are they know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, they'll do it right from the beginning. They've done it 100 times. Once everything is in place, and if it's a decent timeline, this company builds it only within 3 weeks. So that's incredible. But of course, it takes months to get to the point where they start the build. But still.
Pros to doing it ourselves: we saved tens of thousands of dollars, possibly.
Yeah.
So that's tempting.
Right. The cons of someone else building it are lots and lots of money spent that we could save for savings or emergency or to get started taking life in a different direction. That's about the only con, is that it's expensive. That's it.
Yeah.
Ugh. And it's just like, it's so painfully obvious why everybody builds it themselves, because it's way cheaper. And the parts to build are also already expensive. So the cons to building it ourselves is, I'm a very organized person, but it's gonna take a lot more tedious organizing and planning to get that ball rolling.
We don't have the space to do it.
We don't really have the space.
Yeah.
We currently live in a high-rise downtown loft apartment. We do have a garage. I pay for a garage parking spot that I had the truck in, which now the van sits in and fits miraculously. Miraculously. Miraculously, it fits in there, but we can't work on it in there. Even if they said, sure, go ahead, we're parked next to other paying parking tenants, and I don't want them to fear that we're going to hurt their vehicles or what have you. So if we're gonna do it ourselves, we really need a space for that. And then we have a very, we'll have a very strict budget we'll probably stick to, and parts are on serious back order. We might have more luck with another van company doing this who has extra parts laying around, or we might have better luck doing it ourselves and finding things that are, formerly used or half price or on eBay, or that we scrap up from friends and family. So, there's just a lot going into it, and it's unfortunate that we can't really say for sure just yet which direction we're going in with it, but we're definitely starting. We're starting,
and I feel great about that.
Yeah.
Check our pizza.
Okay. But we'll just wait and see what a couple van companies have to say, and we'll also kind of do our own research and see how we can find a place to do this and how we can kind of gather the resources and make the time for it. Stay tuned.